All right, listen, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Giants at 1-2, not really making me too excited just yet. But I just want to talk about something that's been on my mind since the start of training camp, and then now that we're 3 weeks into this NFL season, seeing how these two guys have been performing as of late, it's got me thinking: did we make the right move? And obviously, feel free to leave your opinion in the comments section. If you are a new viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Did we make the right decision on letting Saquon Barkley walk to sign with fellow rival, the Philadelphia Eagles? And did we make the right decision on letting Xavier McKinney walk and letting him sign with the Green Bay Packers, who's not a rival, but still a very good up-and-coming team and a very good safety to say the least. Right off the bat, first 3 games for the Giants, I've noticed our offensive line is tremendously better from the last couple years that we have been watching Giants football. This offensive line is hands down night and day difference. Daniel Jones doesn't seem as skittish in weeks 2 and 3. Week 1, I'm going to give it up to the first week of the season. He is coming back from a neck and ACL injury, and he's obviously rusty and just, he got the juices flowing. He's anxious. I get that. Last week against Washington, if it wasn't for Brian Daboll's kicker mishap, the Giants should have won that game. So realistically, the Giants should be looking at 2-1. However, we are 1-2. But the last 2 weeks, Daniel Jones has played very well, and in large part to do with obviously rookie wide receiver Malik Neighbors and the tremendous effort and just really good job done so far by Carmen Priscillo and this new offensive line with Van Roten, with Illuminor. Bringing back Andrew Thomas, very healthy so far to start the year, which is good because he wasn't last year to start the season. John Michael Schmitz Jr. is playing well. No Evan Neal, giving Daniel Jones killed on his blind side. Not playing Evan Neal right off the bat makes this offensive line that much better. And it's funny I'm mentioning him because there was a clip of the locker room celebration after yesterday's game in which Brian Daboll is breaking down the team. And there is Evan Neal on his knee, giving Daboll the death stare, like he just took all his lunch money for the week. I mean, Carmen Priscillo, this goes to you, man. You have done a tremendous job rebuilding this offensive line. We are looking professional at least. I don't even care if we're middle of the pack. Even if we're 20th ranked, that is way better than what we have been in previous years. So, hats off to the offensive line. You guys are performing very well. Keep it up, please. Saquon Barkley, on the other hand, is leading the NFL in rushing. He is the number 1 rated running back in fantasy. Not that it really matters, but he is the number 1 rated running back in fantasy. And he is leading the NFL in rushing, something that he has never done with the Giants. And that just shows you what he could do behind a very good offensive line like the Eagles, which are still missing. They're pretty banged up, and they're missing a couple guys on offense, but he's having a hell of a year to start the season. Sucks to say, hate to watch, hate to see it. And then you got Xavier McKinney, who I liked as a Giants player. I think the ATV quad accident maybe ruffled some feathers within the organization. I knew I wasn't too happy about that whole ordeal. But then he goes to sign big money check with Green Bay, and he leads the NFL right now in interceptions after 3 weeks. Did the Giants make the right call? This season might not turn out as good as those two teams. The Packers and Eagles likely will finish above the Giants, barring any significant injury suffered to any of those 3 teams. I think in the long run, we've made the right decision. If we were to keep both those guys, Daniel Jones would have been hurt by now. The season would have started disastrously, 0-3. Probably couldn't score any points or move the ball. Malik Neighbors would have been frustrated with his lack of touchdowns, lack of catches. In the long run, I know it sucks right now, believe me. Nothing I want to see less than Saquon Barkley have fun, smile, and win on the Eagles. Nothing I want to see more. Fuck him, fuck the Eagles, and fuck Sirianni. I don't really care too much about Xavier McKinney because I think Tyler Newman's going to be a very good player in this league for us, and I think he's going to be the guy. But McKinney definitely got paid. He definitely chased the money, he chased the paper, but he's performing well. I think our secondary is missing that type of veteran leadership in the safety role. But I'll take this O-line over those two guys right now any day because I know we have the foundation being built correctly with this O-line. They're getting coached correctly by Carmen Brasillo, and they are playing as a unit, and Evan Neal is not there to fuck it up. Let me know your thoughts. That's all I got. Go G-Men.